Good evening, good evening. This is Derek Brown, Amin Meadows, and Mr. Demond Crump, Director of Training and Field Development. We're coming to you live from the corporate headquarters of Nspire Network tonight, where we're coming and letting you guys kind of look behind the scenes. We're going to lay everything out on the table tonight and kind of put Mr. Crump on the hot seat. You know, we know him and love him, but we just want to be transparent with the field. We know there are a lot of questions and there's some concerns. So tonight we want to give you all an opportunity. We've got the emails, we have the inboxes that you all sent, and Mr. Crump doesn't know any of the questions or concerns that you guys have. So this is going to be raw and uncut. So I want Mr. Damon, to kind of go over a few guidelines, because we're here not to bash or undermine or anything like that, but we are going to keep it real this evening. And so I want Mr. Amin to kind of go over some of the guidelines, and we're going to get started tonight. So go ahead and share, get your entire team on.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the champ. I want to tell y'all a couple of things real quick. This is not to try to put Nspire down. No way, shape, or form. That's not it. And this is a professional setting, and we're doing this for distributors mainly. But what I want to say is one thing right here. A lot of questions are repetitive. They've been asked a question and question. My thing is, if you're not plugged into the League of Legends or the Champions or to your team, and you're asking simple questions, we're really not going to address those right now. This is for extreme questions about our business per se. So if we don't get to your questions, we find it minute, and I'm just not going to answer it. You can ask me personally. Like, I'll give you a prime example about somebody just asked me something about shipping. I'm like, how you gonna ask me about your product shipping? That's too small. We already know you can go to support@nspirenetwork.com and ask your question, and they're gonna respond back to you. We don't have this man's time for little questions like that. We're asking real heartfelt questions about our business. So with that being said, I want to let y'all know, I'm honored that the Director of Field Training and Field Development has literally been honest enough and transparent from the start, but now in a crisis time, 2 days before our 1 year anniversary, y'all, to get in the hot seat with any question that anyone has. So me and the ambassador, Mr. Derek Brown, we ciphered through the questions. He has some questions, I have some questions from the field, and we're going to ask Mr. Demond Crump to answer those to the best of his ability. First of all, thank you, sir.
No, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad to be here with y'all.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Take y'all gloves off now. Don't hit too hard. Don't hit too hard.
Listen, honestly, y'all, we raw in there because I got my questions right here. Because we got some people that's serious about their business and they want to know some serious answers. So with that being said, I'm gonna throw something light out there just to warm the seat up for them. So the first question I want to ask Mr. Demond Crump is, why are customers auto ship on the 28-day window? Because one of she wasn't even on my team. She asked, a customer didn't want it like that, so they took back their auto ship.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, let me make sure I'm getting your question right. Why it's not basically once a month?
Yes.
Why is it 28 days?
Yes.
Well, it's 28 days because let's back up. Our entire system, in terms of calculating CV, rank advancement, is set up for a 28-day cycle. One of the things that distributors don't really understand as well about the 28-day cycle, it gives them basically like 2 extra weeks of commissions throughout the year. Because if you go on a monthly, you actually locked into, I want to say not even 52 weeks. It's a way that is set up to where the distributors get 2 weeks extra check. That's number one. But also, I want to say that 28 days is in rank advancement. Like, for example, most people don't know this, champ. In most companies, and Derek, you may be familiar with this, they will go from the first of the month to the end of the month.
Yes.
That's how ranks are calculated. Mm-hmm. From the 1st of January to the 31st of January. And what most people would do is, let's say I'm running for a rank, champ, and somebody you may need to go further and run for the rank. They'll stop at the 20th of the month and realize, okay, I'm running for diamond, I'm not going to hit diamond. So now let me take all my applications, everybody stop, and we're going to just compile everything, and we're going to hold it to the first. And then now we're going to go into business, and this cycle goes on and on and on, meaning that people now, because they know, okay, I'm not gonna make it this month.
Right.
So now what they're doing is they're hurting the momentum of their business.
Exactly.
They're taking money from the company, but then they also hurting their leadership, because it's like, I pulled the brakes back because now I'm not gonna finish it before the end of the month. So I'm gonna just hold everything on. I just saw people stop halfway on the 15th.
Knowing they're not going to make
I'm
it.
not gonna make it. So here's what they're telling their whole team: hold all applications, hold all customer orders, everything. So here's my point, to go to your point. That's not doing real business. First of all, you're hustling now. You're not doing real business. You're doing a little network marketing hustle, operating like that. In other words, on one of the main reasons why we put it on 28 days, because several of us, well, all four of us, we came from a system where it was month to month. We saw that.
Right.
So now people have a rolling 28 days. Now the downside is, what I could say the downside, customers are not going to understand that, because customers want to buy the product.
Right.
Customer want to buy it once a month.
That's their question.
Yeah, they just want to buy it once a month.
Right.
They don't want to know about no 28 days, no CV, no
Okay.
rank, no none of that.
Right.
But here's the challenge. That's the way our system calculates. So you can't break the system for a customer. It calculates to draft every 28
Makes
days.
sense.
So basically, he's saying the system
It's automatic.
is automatically set up on a 28-day cycle, whether you're a customer or
Or
your
your
distributor.
It's 28 days.
28 days.
That's the system. So see here, and let's go a little deeper than that. Let's go a little deeper than that. See, you got to realize our programming is done in and through the company that we use.
Yes.
All right. So now everything is calculated based upon that program for 28 days. There's no way around it. So if a customer is going to be on auto ship, the system is not going to say, oh, okay, Champ is a customer. He's every 30 days, or how's going to every 31 days.
Right.
It won't know. The system is going to go every 28.
Period.
Every 28 is going to draft,
Makes
whether it be
sense.
from you, whether it be from a customer, because it's programmed to draft every 28 days. And just to say this, and a good question, let's talk about it. It's good to have 28 days because it's a rolling 28 days, meaning that every 4 weeks you're able to combine that value. Because some people, here's what I'm saying, some people have a good week towards the end of the month. They may, on a month-to-month, they'll close out strong on the end of the month,
Yeah.
right? But here's where I'm going. But now you lost all of that volume going into the first week of the new one.
There you go.
So you started from zero.
That's how I look.
Or you might start off
Yeah.
at the beginning of the month strong, get weak. But no, what I'm saying is you
And
got 4
that's
weeks.
what causes people to sandbag.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what they do. They just sandbag. So what I'm saying is you don't ever have to sandbag in our company.
Mhm.
You can start anytime, at any place, middle of the week, right now, because guess what? I got 4 weeks.
Mhm.
I got 4 weeks to compile all my volume, and I'm always able to calculate the week I'm in the previous 3 weeks. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, I was like most distributors think, month to month, because most people are comfortable with what they're accustomed to.
Absolutely.
But now you're giving them something that's saying, no, guys, if you really look at it and take your time, it's better. It's better because whenever you catch momentum, you're able to carry it consistently and constantly with you.
So what advice would you give a person who has a customer who don't understand that? What would her reply be to that customer?
Tell a customer. See, that's how simple it is. To have a nice conversation with your customer and say, hey, listen, well, let me have you understand something. It's just that our system calculates on the 28-day time frame. Right. So that's how it's done. So, okay, it's literally 2 days. It's 3 days. So I don't think, I'm just saying if a person's buying $25 worth of product, okay, you just bought it 3 days early.
Gotcha.
Or you bought it 2 days early. See, what I'm saying is that shouldn't be a difficult conversation that a person could have with a customer who likes the product. Okay, well, here's what I'm saying. Wow, you mad because you got it 3 days early? Right. Okay, well, you got it 2 days early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If they order at the end of the
That's
month.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all. And it's good it's going to become 28 days later.
Right. Okay. Mr. Ambassador?
Most definitely.
First, I want to know, can everybody hear us?
The mic is real sensitive.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
it's real
That's
sensitive.
perfect.
So I'm going to give them what seems to be an easy one. And what I want to do too is give you a definition of sandbagging. Did you do that while you was talking?
You could break it down, but that's what I just was saying. But you coined it, and that's exactly what it is.
We used to call sandbagging in the industries when you get towards the end of the month and you tell your team to hold all their volume in
Shut it
order.
down.
Don't put those orders in. Don't sign that person up. And you'd have everybody hold off on the last few days of the month. and drop it all in the first of the month so it account for the new month. The problem with that is when you do that, number one, you're teaching it and you're literally putting the brakes on your entire team.
Right.
So by having that rolling 28-day period, starting with the week that you're in, it's actually ingenious. So usually what people need is clarity and understanding.
That's correct.
And hopefully you just got that for what Mr. Crump just gave. So this one, I'm going to read this one fresh off the press. It says, here's my view of existing problems. So I'm going to start with one. It says, what seems to be the problem with the back office support services?
Mm-hmm.
Week to week, there seems to be a problem with being able to call in. And the answer directory is in some sort of loop, which I reported before, and it has not been corrected. Also, well, we'll leave it at that. What's with the recognition we're doing right now? Yeah, the last part is unnecessary. So basically, they want to know what the issue is when they're calling in and they're being put on a loop. And to be more specific, because I've got this one repeatedly, they'll call in and it'll actually count them down. Mm-hmm. You're calling number 7, you're calling number 4, 3, 2, 1, and it'll roll them right back to the beginning, and they never get a person.
Well, let me say this in terms of speaking of that. Our phone system is with a third party phone system, so that's not through Nspire, right? So just so y'all know, so it's not like, oh, I'm calling corporate office.
Right.
It's through like almost like a software system.
Gotcha.
That does this. So I'm saying, see, this is good. So I can say, hey guys, we need to investigate this to find out why people are having problems getting through on the phones in reference to this particular call, so they can probably talk with the company. Just for the record too, let me add this piece here. We're expanding. So just so you guys know, we're going to be going to bigger and better places, even from here. We're going to bigger and better places. And yeah, definitely. And we're expanding once again the actual system to where we're going to be a little more in control. Because being here like this, in Buckhead Towers, mm-hmm. we're not in the type of control where we will want to, because there's just certain things that you have to oblige through the building, mm-hmm. through their standards. And I want to say this. Let me say something, guys. And I do get it, because everybody's business is important to them. Meaning, and the sky's always falling when it comes to somebody's business. Meaning, it's the house burning. No, I'm serious. Yeah, you got the most important problem because it's immediate to you. But a lot of the leaders got to learn as well to be customer service, to be an extension. And here's what I mean by that. I probably, and I'm gonna be honest when I say this, I could probably count on one hand in almost 12 years how many times I call customer service. Mm. How many times I call customers? Because first of all, number one, understanding business. Because there was a company that I was in, warm beverage company. Y'all know about it. A coffee company, so y'all know y'all got it. When I was in that company, literally when you would call them, for you to get through, you would probably be on hold 3 hours, 4 hours. Wow. 3 hours, 4 hours. And this was a company at the time when I got there, they were making, I think they did $150 million in revenue. And it was 2 to 3 hours that you would wait on hold if you had to get you to talk to customers. See, so what I'm trying to say is, guys, that's no justification. Yeah. None for what's happening. But when it's a lot of people that just haven't been in the industry and don't understand where we really are, and we're a year old on Wednesday, guys, we it's a miracle. We so far ahead, it's ridiculous. But when people don't have nothing to compare it to, they tend to think like, oh, it's so bad, it's so horrible, when they're not realizing I was with a company that was doing $150 million a year, and when it was like, you don't even call customers. It didn't make sense, because literally when you called, you was able to go to lunch with somebody, and I'm talking about you on hold the whole time. Mm-hmm. You had your phone on speaker. We just talking, wow. Phone on speaker. You walk in the mall. You go. I'm serious.
So what would we tell individuals that's saying, all right, I hear that, mm-hmm. but I'm trying to call customer service?
Absolutely. One of the biggest things I would say is email. Mm-hmm. I would get people to custom to email, because I'm just going to be honest with you. And I'm going to share. I know that email works better, because even with my own wife, there's times I can't get on the phone, mm-hmm. but I can email her, she'll respond. Wow. Because it just so happens she's by that computer, and they really are getting emails. And what people don't understand is we have a back end, because back up. Most people don't know that we also got other employees that's outside of Atlanta. The company has probably now about 25 employees. It's more than just what's in here. So there's also a back end that's seeing the tickets that's coming in. So the tickets is always usually answered a lot faster than the calls, because once again, going through the third party of we're not knowing who getting through, who not getting through. So now this is something I'll mention again. Hey guys, there are people that still saying they're trying to call through. So we need to find out what needs to happen in terms of with this company, so we can begin to get our calls efficiently, or these people can come out of these loops that they're in. And here's the thing, I appreciate this because I don't call customer service, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So what you guys bringing this to my attention is a blessing to be able to know this and find it out.
So the best answer is he's going to address the customer service phone part, but the best way to get in contact and get your issue solved is to email support. That's what that question is. Now, this is the second question. The distributors want to know, why can't they get a retail price on the pads and sell them? I mean, wholesale price and sell them retail.
So basically,
Because we're getting it at the same price as customers. And a lot of us are flat foot hustlers. So they're saying, okay, we can sell hand to hand versus somebody coming to my website, but I got to put a couple dollars on it. But then when they say they get it for $5, it's like I'm trying to flim flam.
well, one of the things when you say get a difference, you got $1.40 built in on every $5. On every $5 that even for distributors. So everybody also has a customer site where the product can be purchased through in reference to that. So if you go into your back office and you buy it straight like that, obviously then you're gonna pay $5. Right? But everyone has a customer site. So in it through your customer site, you are able to get $1.40 off every pack that's sold. So why wouldn't a person service it through a customer site to be able to receive the commissions? Because anytime anything goes through that customer site, that's $1.40.
Because
pay back to that.
Honestly, I got to take it as a leader. I tell get your package.
But the pack does, but there's profit in the package.
Right.
Because you get extra pads.
Right.
So if a person is buying a package, then well, you won, because there's extra pads in the package, which is probably equate to more than $1.40 on buying it individually, because you get so many free packs of pads within every pack.
That's how I look at it. But I wanted y'all to hear from him. I'm gonna buy the $4.99 because I get a lot more extra pads, and that's gonna cover my shipping, where I can still make a couple dollars. Because my whole thing is the traction is to bring them to my customer site. And I don't want to answer the question, but that's just what I do.
But not only this, off of that pack, off of like the I believe the package you just talked about, the $4.99. I think it's like an extra $120 that's built into that. I'm talking about profit.
Right.
But here's the deal. You
at
say
$5.
Yeah, at $5.
At $5
straight.
But you still remember in the beginning we just
8.
said, right, you can sell for $7,
yeah, 8.
and you put another $1 or $2 on it for convenience fee. That's what I tell people.
Absolutely.
Listen, this is convenience fee. You can get it from me for $7. You go to the website, you get it for $5.
But you're gonna be shipping. So you're gonna really pay probably more than $7.
Right.
So you still could be $7, $8 with no problem, because if you go to my site, that's what you're gonna pay.
Right.
Here's what people need to look at as well too. I'm gonna say this, and I hope everybody really get what I'm about to tell them. Man, people should be looking at Nspire, or have come in Nspire to build a real business. So here's what I mean by that. Here's what I mean by that, Mr. Brown. I wouldn't do this. I didn't do this when I first saw this, champ. I didn't do this to make $300 off selling somebody pads. I just didn't. That ain't why I did it. I did it because I saw the residual effect of people continuously buying this product from us. So what I'm trying to say is the goal should always be, all right, how can I build this where I'm going to be able to do a massive amount of volume sales? The goal should be always volume sales. That's what this is set up for. It's right in a sweet spot for a person to understand, set your business up like a business, like any other product you would sell online. Why would you sell this one any different?
That's what I want you to stop right there, because I think the main thing we're missing right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that we're looking at long-term goals as an e-commerce company so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
When I say that, so to speak, is we're individual e-commerce. I'm sending you to my website. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get them to put it in perspective of I'm my own e-commerce. So I'm sending them to champnocramps.com. So that's my site, my e-commerce site. You see what I'm saying? And most people are used to building other.
You said show you the microphone.
I know my fault. It seems
it's going to happen with Champ.
It does. It seems like it's so.
I know it looks like it's all the way over there. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. That's all. All right, I'm gonna calm it down.
No.
You're going to do it anyway.
You look always fired up. Listen, but no, ladies and gentlemen, it's this right here. Is that most of us come from companies where you get the product low, you sell it high. That's what we're used to.
That's a good point.
So therefore, now we talking about building a real business, not something bam bam. We gotta refocus ourselves, re-educate ourselves on a longevity of a business.
But can I say this, Champ? I want to add something to what you're saying. People don't understand this. In most companies, you're not buying a product low. You're buying a product high and you're selling it higher. And here's what I mean. No,
yeah, you're right.
No, let me tell you why. Because
that's me.
No,
right.
oh no, seriously. But see, that's what I'm saying when we start talking about the business mechanics. And this is the part people they don't understand. What I'm saying is most people can't appreciate what we do. It's going to be 4 or 5 years from now before people appreciate. You know what? Now I understand what these guys are doing. I really get it now because they've had a chance to see. They've been around the industry. Because here's what I mean, Champ. I know of a company right now, the company did probably $200 million last year. Champ, they have a product that costs $1. It costs them $1 to make the product. Guess how much the distributors pay for it? $39. Guess how much the customer paid for it? $59.95. It cost them $1, Champ.
Wow.
See, this is what I'm trying to say. See, it's almost like when you try to be the good guy, people still gonna make you the bad guy. Man, these guys came with a far superior product, like nothing that's ever seen out there. And what they did was they said, you know what? Let's not do the traditional network marketing and make the pass be $20, $25. Let's not do that. Let's make it, man, where it will be the same price that you would pay for anything else that's out there. See, because we think in long-term business.
Yeah.
So now what that's done is that said to the people out there, whoa, hold on. I'm able to get this at what I would normally pay. People don't even realize. That's why many of you're not in the companies that you was originally in. Why did you left? Because you were selling an overpriced product that you can't sell no more.
That's right.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought you was jumping at the convention last year and you was hyped. I'll never leave. What happened? You know why? You was in a company that the product was overpriced and you really came to your senses. And you can't move it no more. And let me tell you why you can't move it no more, because you didn't recruit nobody. Nobody joining the company anymore.
Right.
So now you have no more revenue to keep things going. See, guys, you have to understand something. Let me show you how powerful our concept is. Let's forget all this talk and let's validate. Y'all know me. I validate everything. I want y'all to show me. You definitely can validate this one. I want you to show me a company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just thinking on the top of my head. Well, 5 of this at one point was his top leaders. Left the company. Within the first 6 months, forget a year. Within the first 6 months, they were gone. And the company's still thriving and moving and going high.
Wow.
I want you to show me one.
No, I've seen where one top leader can leave.
And he destroyed the whole company. Yeah. It's gone.
I've seen that several
times. But here's my point. I'm trying to show everybody. I'm trying to get you to see. Don't go off what I'm telling you. Look at the evidence. Something here. That's going against the odds. That's going against the statistics. No, for people to know and understand. Man, hold on. We really do have something here.
I don't think the question was like they don't think it's something here. Their mind has not made the shift yet.
But that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm leading up to. I'm leading up to the fact that that's you put the perfect word. You got to shift. You got to come out of network marketing, because we used to. You know what? Let me grab you, throw you in. Here's what I'm trying to show you, Champ. Watch this. You're gonna get a package from me. I'm a bonus off you. I'm gonna get a binary commission. I'm a rank advance. But you buying one package. You'll never buy a package again.
Right.
So my business is now based on get you to get a package. And I now got to go find somebody else to get. See, no. Here's what we're trying to say. No, man, listen. I want you to come on along with you getting a package. I want to really show you how to do real business. Because here's what I'm saying now. I want the long-term longevity off of you being exposed to this, not a one-time fix. And in most network marketing companies, champ, it's set up to be a one-time fix. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care how they swing it. Because what I'm saying is, I know I don't have nothing set for longevity. Well, how do you know that, Demond? Your multiples too high on your product. That's how I know. You got me with a product that once these people run out of the comp plan and they run through everybody in their immediate circle, I'm stuck.
Now, do we understand that?
I don't know where to turn. Because I don't have a product to really sell. I was really selling and buying people.
Right.
I'm forgetting about the product.
Staying on the hamster wheel.
Until they run, yeah, that's it.
And in a nutshell, basically, I almost said the pastor saying, I don't know where my mind is. What Mr. Crump is saying is that we have a true residual product. A lot of the products in the industry have, when he says, basically he was saying they're marked up so high.
The multiple.
And then, yeah, that's what he meant by multiples. And then you have a product where somebody can actually go look on the shelf and get it for a third of the cost. After they try yours once or twice, it's a wrap. Well, at Nspire Network, you have a true residual product. And you have to make the mind shift to see, which I have recently, we've been talking about.
That's right.
Is that we have a true business. And you have to approach this. I've seen people leave network marketing, get into a business or another venue and start treating it with the typical business principles that they should be applying over here from day one. So we have to see that we have to start making that mental switch and treating this like the business that it is, that'll build us a long-term true residual income.
Okay, so being as though we on that, and I can go right into this question I have right here. It says right here.
So you're going back to back.
No, go read because it's the same subject. It says our supplements are not price affordable for the masses.
Well, let me say this. When they say it's not priced affordable, here's what I need our people to do. Our supplements are sold in a 2-month supply. We got to stay in tune with that. Here's where most people get confused. They'll see the $80 and they think it's for 1 month. It's for 60 days. Now, what I want you to go do is I want you to go price the other products on the shelf, because I've done it before. And let's go all the way to the root of this. I knew the doctors. I had the relationship with Nspire has those products because this was a relationship I had with both of those doctors.
Mm.
You follow me? Mm-hmm. Before I even collaborated with them, because once again, I had got accustomed to the customer site. So what most people don't know is when I took that little 10-month hiatus, I had an affiliate program where I was just had people who wanted to sell the products with me to customers. Everybody that was buying the product from me was customers.
Mm.
Every last person, they were customers that was buying the products. So here's where I'm going. I looked at the products out there. Mm-hmm. I said, okay, they were 2-month supply, $80. Everybody, I went 1 month supply over here, $39.95 for 30 days. But it's being marketed as 30 days.
Exactly.
Right. See, we're 60. Just that one tweet is what people missing. No, you can't compare us saying, man, we 80 and they 40. No, they're 30-day supply and we're 60-day supply. So $39.95 for 30-day supply twice is what?
Yeah. It's really the same thing.
Right. So I've done this. Then I looked at the 4 key companies, and not only did I compare, what people don't know is not only did I compare the pricing, champ, I compared the ingredients. I was looking at the ingredients.
Yeah. I don't think nobody questioned the ingredients and the potency of it, because I love it.
Right.
I love the product.
Me too.
But again, it goes back to mind. Our minds got to change.
It's 60 days. If they just wrap their mind around and understand, oh, this is a 2-month supply. Mm-hmm. See, let me show you what they're doing. They're getting sticker shock. Oh, it's $80. And they can't get past $80. And they're not saying, oh, no, it's 60 days. It's a 2-month supply. But let me show you why. There's a reason why it's sold like that. This is what most people don't know. Here's what people don't understand. You know, the doctors were selling the product in 30 days. They were getting a whole lot of refunds. This product don't work.
This is what y'all need to hear.
This product don't work.
That's what it is.
This product is no good. So they were 30 days. They were selling in 30 days. They went to 60 days because they realized, hold on, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Let's sell it automatically in a 60-day supply. You
They
gotta
see the
take it
results.
so they can see the results.
Because it's all natural.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
There you
the
go.
key.
has to be.
We don't have the drugs in our
No.
supplements that give you an instant kick. So to get an all natural product in your system, it's going to take that.
It takes literally 6 to 8 weeks, and they got it. And when they realize that, their sales spike.
Yeah.
Because now people completed the whole bottle, and the product was phenomenal. Getting the testimony because they were selling it for a month, they were getting a whole bunch of refunds. They went to 2 month supply of bottles, and they never looked back.
And I'll add this to that. I want you to find another MLM company that has a prostate care product or a testosterone care product.
That's correct.
100% natural. You find that out when you type it in there right now for me. I don't think there is.
I'm gonna say this to you, man. The prostate product, I'm gonna tell you that testosterone, that was gonna shock me.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking that one regularly.
Same here.
Because I'm noticing now my metabolism is burning faster.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow, because I'm eating and I would eat, and then I got to go right back and eat. I'm like, whoa, it's like I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm like, okay, and then I'm realizing the testosterone booster kicking in. That's a powerful one, man.
I'll tell you what it's doing for
that
me.
prostate.
I'm in the gym like I've never been in my life. I've never been a gym
Strong,
rat.
man. That testosterone.
Never been a gym rat.
That was starting to be one of my favorites.
Yeah, and I was a football player and wasn't a gym rat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 54 years old. I'm a gym rat.
Well, Spencer, Mr. Iverson, he cycles.
Right.
He takes it.
Right.
He says he's got him cycling off the chain.
That's good.
The testosterone boost is phenomenal, man.
Well, since we're on a product, one that I definitely remember, and this is probably one that a lot of you have, is getting to the product. I was getting the product.
We talking about the price of the product. So I just came in with
No. I'm saying I was going to hit the product. I just shoot it because I think you said people going to be the flow. That's what. So since we're online with the product, the price point of the product, one of the biggest, and this is probably one of my biggies, and probably for a lot of people out there.
Yeah, with the bang bang already.
Yeah.
No, I got a whole line.
How many you got?
Listen, I'm ready to heat it up.
We're gonna take it
live. Let me tell you, I'm gonna heat it up right now.
I'm gonna take it live.
This heat it up right here.
Y'all heat it up, man.
I got several complaints about this. They saying the distributors in America is saying, how y'all gonna go to Jamaica?
Now you gonna go free.
I'm saying you ready to go to the bang bang. I'm ready.
I got some more before that.
I don't get with that.
Okay,
I'm ready to warm it up. We ready to keep it real for a minute.
Do your thing, you flowing.
Listen, the distributors in America that was here a year ago is saying, how y'all gonna open a boutique in Jamaica first when we put Nspire, Cherish on the map in America?
Let me tell you why. Let me say this to you.
I got it, y'all. I got it, y'all.
That's the easy one. They ain't even know he on now. Here's what people don't
It
understand.
did have a little sauce on it.
No. Let me tell you what's the difference. First of all, people don't even understand the price points in Jamaica is not even a comparison to what's in terms of the cost to put it up. Literally, all jokes aside, it's 90% less. Wow. To put a store up in Jamaica than it is here, than to put one up here, because we're gonna put them up here. Right? But it's not when we saw it, because when we got that, this is what people don't understand. This is how the Jamaican store even came into play. We went there to just see what it would cost for a building. We weren't really like, well, make a movie meeting. We just go, hey, let's check it out, see what they're saying. And when they say what it costs, we're looking at each other like, hey, I know he's playing. He's got to be playing. And he's like, yeah. We're like, huh? He's like, is that with utilities and everything? He's like, no, utilities will be separate. And we like, say the number again. And it was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. We got to do it.
You're saying it made business sense, number-wise?
Ridiculously business sense. Y'all would have started one. Yeah. You would have went over there and be like, I'm going to put a boutique over here.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying over the cost. But here's where I'm going. For those distributors that see it like that, they really don't see the vision of the business. Let me tell you why. Because even with that store over there, you're still able to eat off of it. When the store get here, you'll be able to eat off it. When the store's in Trinidad, you'll be able to eat off it. Let me say this. Keep it real. Hold on. Let me do this. I just want you to understand. It's cheaper to do business in foreign countries in terms of a store on how we want to do it and where we want to put. And then when I say cheaper, 90% versus starting right here in America with everything else we want to do. Because we got these new products we want to release. Some of y'all getting them now on these teas and all of that. Because I know there's been a lot of studies going on that Mr. Coleman is behind it. So there's a lot going on the ground that everybody's not aware of. And what I'm saying is, starting in America would possibly take a chunk from other areas we could be operating in, when it's smarter to say, well, hold on, man. We can still go on the Florida stores like we want to and keep everything else alive. Let's go this route. Over here, the distributor still went off the stores and winning off the new products. So what I'm saying is, we saw it as a win-win for everybody around the board, versus us being able to be bogged down with a store here. It'll cost us 90% more to do than what it costs there. And then now there's some things that's got to come off the plate that's being executed on the ground right now as we speak. So we'd almost have to shut some stuff down.
In line with that. So that's a reference to the cost of the physical store being built, along with the fact that y'all are putting a warehouse center there as well. It's going to be an actual
right there, and it's going to be a warehouse center not connected to the store now.
Exactly.
In the same vicinity.
Exactly.
That's correct.
So it'll be able to be distributed from Jamaica. Jamaica
will be right there.
Distribution point.
Yeah, Jamaica.
So I hear that you're saying it's going to be less expensive to build. Now, a question that I'm getting from people in Jamaica is, have you all fully considered that the currency is different and where people are financially in Jamaica, and that they're even still looking at, now we know we had other companies go there with other products that were way out of line. But what a lot of people in Jamaica are saying behind the scenes is that it's still expensive based on where their currency is. Have you all considered
because
the price points at all?
The Jamaican dollar, well, last time we was over there, we knew it was like 125 to 1. So it was 125 to $1. So here's what I'm saying. You're spending whatever 125 times 7 is on your pads you buying anyway now. You ain't doing nothing different. You're sending the same.
This is a question.
But no. Here's what I'm saying in reference to answer your question. Well, most companies that went over there to Jamaica, here's what was really, really breaking the backs of the Jamaican people. They wasn't shipping out of Jamaica. They was still coming from
here to Jamaica.
Oh, yeah, that's a backbreaker. See, because here's the thing that people don't understand. We've already investigated the shipping as well.
Right.
So the ship is expensive in Jamaica. I saw a shipping company. If you wanted to send one letter, this right here, guess how much this will cost? If you want to send this right here in an envelope, how much this will cost y'all in the U.S.?
One stamp.
One stamp. How much one stamp is about right now? Say 50 cents, 60 cents, whatever it is.
It's that much.
Right? Guess how much this will cost in Jamaica? This is where the prices start to ship this. $4.
Wow.
For the number one company, the most reliable company in Jamaica, because they don't have a postal service. Postal system.
Gotcha.
I'm trying.
I want to go back to my initial question, because I'm dealing with our people, and I'm saying how passionate, and they kind of felt a little betrayed.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because we really like a family. So when they presented the question to me, it's like, look how we feel. Like, I mean, a lot of us can't make the grand opening. It's like when Nspire said Atlanta gonna be the first boutique, everybody like, oh man, and it's like, damn, they going all the way over there now. So it's like y'all carried us on the nibble, so to speak, but then y'all just dropped us into the bottom.
But you're not dropped. How you drop? Okay.
No,
I'm gonna say this to you. All right, here's the deal. So let's say the store was here in Atlanta, right? So everybody is still getting to participate in the profits from Atlanta, right or wrong? Right? If you're a consultant or above, do you
most
the profits?
Right. Yeah. So technically, I know what you're saying. It doesn't matter where the store.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
Because here's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly where I'm going. So I'm saying, if the store was in New York, if the store was in California, what I'm trying to say from a price perspective, it was a no-brainer to say, hey, we're going to, because here's the thing, people don't understand. If we would have did the store in the U.S.
from a business aspect,
no, but I'm going to explain it to you.
Well, our people.
Well, no,
that's why I'm bringing it back down to the average Joe in our company. Never ran a business.
Right.
We are distributors, field people. So we like, man, we finally found a company we believe in. The transparency is there. It's like they feel like they deserve the explanation to the field.
Right.
As if, listen, nothing has changed.
At all.
You see what I'm saying?
At all.
But from a business aspect, ladies and gentlemen, it makes economical sense to go to Jamaica first. But guess what? We ain't leave y'all hangers. Guess what? Consultants are above. That's everybody eating.
That's it.
But what I'm saying again, Mr. Crump, you're looking at it from a business owner. Remember, majority of us either they new at network marketing, burnt out in network marketing, only know one way of network marketing.
But let me show you the benefit they really got. They don't even they're really not paying attention to. If we would have did the store here, based upon everything else we got going, the store may have possibly opened the last quarter of this year. November, December. Somewhere in there, maybe. Right? So then if we don't make this year, oh, they liars. Because they not understand what it takes to do it. I'm talking about like an Atlantic Mall. How we want to do it. Because we want to do it right for y'all. Right?
So the process was sped up.
But that's my point. But watch this. So we've given you a boost that's possibly going to speed up. Not a store maybe just here. It may be even in another city here in the U.S. Because of now the potential revenue that these third party, these underdeveloped countries can deliver to help speed up the process, because the cost of doing business is unbelievable in reference to what it costs us to be able to do it. Because Jamaica, it wasn't in the mix like that to say, oh, Jamaica's going to be first. No, we went over there when we did the cost analysis. It's like, oh no, we would be crazy not to do a store here immediately now, because watch this. With everything we got going on, we can still afford it. Because everything we got on right now, it'll be a heavy strain on the company to try to do one here at the moment, until we're able to get some of these things developed in terms of the stem trim and the tea and all this stuff we want to deliver to you guys. And a lot of this stuff, I don't want to speak on it now. Y'all will see on the 23rd that we're gonna open up these divisions that we want you guys to understand. Listen, guys, we're going down all these avenues simultaneously. You see what I'm saying? But we don't ever want anything to put a hole in the business to where now that one thing is holding all of us hostage. Us, y'all, we can't deliver because we got everything sunk right here. When we're saying, hold on, guys, we can keep going down the avenue. Everybody's over here. The distributors still win. All they got to do is go consultant. But here's what I'm saying. The distributors are not saying this too. Whoa, what they really made it easier for? Because they said consultant when it was star.
Absolutely.
Give us that part too then.
Oh no, that part I got it in there.
Yeah, so
right here.
Yeah, so we dropped it down. We said, hey, you know what? Man, let's make it consultant. Let's have everybody get a piece of the pie to be able to eat off these stores that's going to be placed around the country, that's going to be built and developed. Because I want you to understand this before I give it back to you, Chair, is that we wanted to put ourselves in a position, and going back to the original part of the conversation when we said we wanted to do real business. We won't put ourselves, even going into Jamaica, in the hands of distributors and hope they build a business. We wanted to create a platform where walk-ins and customers can continue to buy that product, because that's the way we're going to set it up here in the United States as well. We want people to constantly be buying it, so that way we're not dependent on, oh, you did a focus group today, so you joined, somebody joined, now we got to wait for you to come buy the product, hope you get it. No, it's going to be traffic all day.
And sure, opening the store in Jamaica is, and now that I'm even hearing the clarity, and we've talked about this before, it's a huge plus all the way across the board.
Absolutely. It's accelerating the process.
Exactly, because now product is continuing to flow. But this is one of the reasons why I love this platform, because you get clarity. But most importantly, something I say all the time is you got to sometimes put yourself in somebody else's shoes, being the business. You know, a lot of times we want things done today. We want to know why nobody's picking up the phone right now. And you have to sometimes give and extend the same grace to the thing that you're complaining about, or you feel is stressing you out, that you would want if you started a new business. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really appreciate this platform. So while we're on that product thing, go ahead. One of the other things, and my thing is just lighten up off of this. Yeah, definitely. Is and this is a simple one. It may be a customer service thing, but so many of you asked, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. And understand back orders. Well, I'll let you even touch on that. Back orders is something that's normal in business. Some people freak out when they see something going back order. Well, first of all, if it's sold out, guess what? That means that's when they're out of sellers, number one.
Right.
But what the people want to know is where we at with the back order on the overnights, and why isn't the customer site reflecting that?
The overnights are in. That they should be. I think they may be on your website now.
Okay.
The overnights are in.
Yes, I got that.
Did you see it?
Yeah, the overnights in.
One of my team members told me.
Okay.
Yeah, the overnights up.
So the overnights in.
Yeah, the overnights are ready to rock.
But understand, sometimes you will finish.
No, go ahead.
No, sometimes you're going to see, hey, the day pads might be on back order. Some of the supplements are on back order. That's a normal part of running a business. You're going to have a high volume product, and they're going back order to be caught up. That's never let them see you sweat. Don't even let your customers see you sweat. So it starts with you.
Well, what people don't understand, that's to me that's a celebratory thing. That's a good thing.
Most definitely.
That's a great thing. Me, I take pride in it. So like, wow, man, our product on back order.
Yeah,
I love it. No, it's an amazing thing,
That's
and
it.
people don't know how to celebrate that even to their customers, because then my thing is I'm gonna create a sense of urgency with my customers. Now when they see them go live, don't play.
That's right. You better get yours now.
You see what I'm saying? So don't play with them, because it's not no guarantee. Because just to give y'all insight, we got our they're in, and we got another one coming in right now, another one right behind that's coming in filled with overnights. It's another overnight, but what I'm saying is they're selling. They really are. They're selling. They got people that's buying them in bulks. They're buying the product. So guys, always remember, we here to buy the product. So if you shuck and jive with your business and you're not promoting it and people are, then we didn't get the product to hold on the shelf for you for when you want to do your auto show.
That's good.
Hold some product. I need to know, guys. We got the product to sell. You should have the product to sell. Because you got some people that's aggressively approaching this as business. Guys, I want y'all to hear this. And I'm going to give it back to y'all. So I already know we're going in the right direction. And let me tell you why. We got two new stars that just broke. Wow. They ain't got no team. We got a lady right now that's, I think she's 500 points away from star, another new one. They ain't got no big team. They selling the product. They selling the heck out of the product. And I'm trying to say is the business model is coming to life. We seeing what we know what was going to happen eventually over time. Because I never saw that in my time in the industry. That I've been in the industry almost 12 years. I've never saw a person rank advance from selling the product. Never.
That's true.
And no company I've been in.
That's true.
Zero. So all I'm trying to say is that the product is going to be sold, guys. And when it gets in, you got to move it.
Well, we've been talking for almost 50 minutes, so I'm going to hit it with my first big boy. Well, my first big boy is a lot of women have had issues with the pad shifting or moving. So there may have been an accident being caused as a result.
Correct.
So that's the first part. The second part is and even as I'm sitting here, it's lighting up. A lot of people receive packages with some of the main thing we tout is that our product is totally sealed. Sometimes they're open, and I know it's a printing press thing or what have you, but there's been a lot of product where it's been open already. They open it up even in a meeting, but the seal is already open, or it's open on the side mostly from the pictures that I've seen. So those are two things that I want you to touch on. Definitely the fact that a lot of women here in America have literally had accidents due to the pad shifting. And then, of course, a lot of people are upset about that because then if that happens with a customer, there's no reorder taking place from that point. So,
let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Yes, sir.
Let me say this to you. In terms of, I want to go back to the second part, the end that you were starting with.
Most definitely.
Not the shifting. You were speaking on the
some of the pads being open with the packaging.
I want y'all to notice. If y'all ever see me do the presentation, how many times y'all ever saw me talk about the pad being sealed?
Wow.
I was going to say that.
I
could have answered that one.
I've never, and I used to see people doing it, and I'm sitting there smiling because here's what people don't know. I know that some of them was coming open. Open. I think it was the ninth, and one of them I saw was open. So I'm saying to myself, I wonder why people say that consistently. And I knew it was habitual because they saw it from other people saying.
Most definitely.
I've never
I
ever.
definitely used to say it.
Yeah.
I've never sold a product being
I'm
sealed.
guilty of that.
And the crumbs, and I never
The
did that.
majority of the people that I asked are asking from a point where their customer got it and it was open and they're seeing a picture.
Mm-hmm.
So they just want to know how is that being addressed.
What?
Not from a presentation perspective, because we can quit
But when we say sealed, we saying it's got the little tag on it, but it's open in the little flaps.
the sides are open.
Yeah, in the little flaps.
What it is we was doing a demonstration. We was comparing the competitors' pad, and we were saying, see, it's open and crumbs, and
We sold that
now
point.
we sold that point.
Right.
So now people like, hold up, y'all's open.
Yeah.
That's our fault.
And it's not even a big deal.
You know what I mean?
So, but how would you address that to people? I understand it.
No, because
I'm not talking about it again from a presentation standpoint.
no, but I'm saying you got to realize, no, other people made a mess for us.
Gotcha. No, I told you I'm guilty.
No, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So see, that's what I'm saying. Everything reflects its bias.
On that point.
Yeah, so a mess was made that we ain't got nothing to do with. Because like I said, go look at all my presentations on Facebook, with YouTube, and just see where you saw Demond Crump say a product was sealed. I ain't saying, I never said that.
Most definitely.
So now we got to take the charge, and we never sold that aspect.
Gotcha.
Distributors did.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying about the competitors' pad. The adhesiveness
Oh,
is
yeah,
made from
yeah.
grade glue, it's made from
Yeah,
duct tape.
yeah,
It's gonna pop, and everybody like, hold up.
Yeah.
So
Yours open.
they ran with it.
Now, I normally hear this, so we.
I
so
tell
you're
my people, don't
expecting-
take that. Don't say that.
I wouldn't even say that.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is, so what is said to a person who says, hey, I open up my package and it's open. What should they say for that customer?
But that's what I'm saying. What's
Yeah,
open when you say
probably.
open? Because if this is in the regular pack that it comes in, is
Yeah,
closed.
the actual package, like
Yeah. So when they pull it out, they wouldn't have no problem. That person oversold something about the seal. It's got to be, because if you give me the package, if we go get a pack of pads right now, right, we take it out, the whole pack gonna be sealed. So if I go in there and get one, I could be just pulling a one out that I'm ready to use, because this could be the seal of what it's encased in, because it's already sealed, it's locked sealed. When I go in and I get one, I could be literally taking out a pack because I could reseal this pack and put on a pad.
But it goes back to us selling.
That's what I'm saying. So it's sold.
When I see
I'm gonna get a pack to show you.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me show you what I'm saying.
understand that.
When I see my team,
Let me show you what I'm saying.
One of my team members doing a presentation in Decatur the other night, and I pulled him to the side afterwards and say, "Listen, don't say ours are sealed, because it's obvious that ours
one I got.
are individual." That's it. We just got to teach it, just
No,
like
yeah.
we miseducated them. We have to educate them because they're just going off of what we do and say.
But what I'm not getting, and I'm gonna try to get this for y'all.
We need to take into that.
So here it is. Look, like right now. Here's what I'm saying. This is sealed, right? So if I open this, and let's say the pad wasn't in individual wrapping at all. It was just a pad that I'm taking out to push straight on, and I'm able to close it right back.
Okay. So your point is the fact that it's closed.
Well, they can say that, but what I'm saying is,
good either way.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is,
That's what I'm wanting to know.
that's what I'm trying to say. Yes, sir. Yeah, so if I open this up, and let's say there was all,
and even if they weren't individually packed,
exactly,
it's still fine.
this is the sealer, because what other ones out there you can do this to?
Most definitely. No, I'm with
Reseal.
you on that. I'm with you on that.
So now what I'm saying is the distributors have made a mess, and then now it's like, oh, it's fine, fix it.
Yeah.
I never said that.
that's what I want to go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not something for them to fix. They need to call.
Yeah, I'm saying, so now, I mean, we gonna take we gotta take the charge. We take the charge on everything.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, wow, that's
Because most people not gonna carry a pack of pads.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
No, but I'm talking about the reseal thing. One
Most
put 2, 3 in their
Well,
pocket.
very few packaging, they don't even have this type.
at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we want to know
Right,
what's
so
out there
that's
that has that.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, now we want to step further. It's not just individually packed. I mean, that's just sitting out. It's individually wrapped.
Most definitely.
I'm not saying sealed. It's individually wrapped inside of a sealed pack.
Resealable.
A resealable pack.
Hey, leaders, as of today, I'm not going to make a point of the competitor's pad being open and crumbs and coins being able to get into it. I guess
Take that out of the
that's
presentation.
now.
Yeah, take that out of the
That's
presentation.
it.
We still can say their adhesiveness because that's still the grade they use is still in duct tape. But not
That's
talking about the crumbs and things. They can say, well, y'all got that too.
Yeah.
So it's just a learning process to get better on the presentation.
Yeah,
That's exactly
hey,
right.
we're all learning.
That's
So
all.
hopefully y'all got that.
Just going a little step
So
further.
the
Now,
first part.
second part. Yeah. Now talking about the shifting. I want to say this, man. One of the things was always being concerned with the woman, and adhesive. Even though we use a real lighter grade adhesive, it's a food grade basically adhesive. Meaning I'm gonna stuff you can eat, throw your tongue in your arm, because we're thinking of a woman's health, obviously. So we don't want nothing aggressive. Now there is a little thicker adhesive that's coming with everything that's new, 2.0s and everything, right?
Awesome.
But I want to say this. I got to say this before I ultimately answer your question. And y'all going to probably give me a pushback on this, and it's okay. And those people are going to give me pushback. I saw a study the other day, and it came from, and y'all can research this, Google it. I saw it from, I don't want to call the company's name, but it was a competitor companies, and their study said that 61% of women buy the wrong pad.
Size-wise.
61%.
Size-wise.
So 6 out of 10 women buy the wrong pad.
Okay.
Which I'm not saying this is the case with this. I'm not
No,
saying
I got you.
And it causes accidents. Here's where I'm going with what I'm about to tell you. Accidents was happening before Cherish even came around. We all have to agree to that. Every last one of us, everybody out there listening, accidents been real. I know that for a fact because I know what happens in my family, right? But here's what I'm about to ultimately say. A lot of it, I know too. There are some women that I know they don't want to wear the bigger pad because it's just big. They don't want to overnight on them when they need it. They want to wear a day pad. It's smaller, it's convenient, it's better. So now you putting yourself in a liability state. Here we go again. Nspire gonna have to take the charge because you're making a conscious decision. Because here's what I'm saying: most women are used to the tampons. So okay, if I'm coming off the tampon, I don't want to wear no pad this big. I want to wear something smaller and more comfortable. Well, that's not what you need, right? But then I'm gonna go a little step higher. Ultimately, where I'm really leading up to. Guys, here's what everybody don't understand about this product. With our product coming from where it comes from overseas, this product was not made for big boned American women. People don't know that. It was made for the natives of the area where it came from. That's what the product was designed for. Because let me show you what I'm about to tell y'all. What y'all don't understand, once again, what Nspire is doing. They got to create a whole new mold. Now keep in mind, this I want y'all to hear what I'm about to tell you. This technology has been around for almost 20 years. Right. With the same mold. The same exact mold.
It wasn't never designed for all women.
It wasn't designed for no woman.
So it was beta tested on a different
a whole different style of women.
Beta test for 20 years?
No, it was out. It's a whole new design, but here's where I'm about to go. Now we have them creating a whole new mold. That's the 2.0s and everything. That's designed now for bigger women than the natives where it was designed at. So now it's coming with wings and it's coming wider. It's coming this, it's coming that, cover more space because it was designed for them. They didn't even have a mold for it. Joel Medina had to create the mold.
Wow.
He had to design it. And then, hold on. I'm going a step further. I ain't done.
That's a game changer.
No.
That's a game changer.
No, hold on.
Right
We're still not done. To show you how committed we are to the cause. The company gonna lose money. See, but here's the thing on the back end now. You barking about a store, but I want a better product too. So now we gonna lose. We are. Because it's a lot more expensive now to do this new mold that they wasn't making.
So you're saying
it's an L to
Cherish 2.0 is still gonna be at the same price?
The same exact price, because we don't want the price on it.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about.
It's not gonna be
Y'all heard
better,
that?
but it's not gonna
Same
be
price.
Y'all heard that?
It's
They're gonna be
same
better,
price.
bigger,
So
and the same price.
It's coming up. We taking it. No, the numbers. It's a big difference.
So technically, this was never designed
at
for
all
the American woman's frame.
It wasn't.
And while this product is for everybody, it definitely wasn't designed for the African American woman's frame.
No, and let me tell you this, and let's hold on. Let's be transparent.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. A lot of African American women, they have more issues than a lot of others.
Absolutely.
Fibroids, tumors, endometriosis. That's my point.
By design, lady.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now our African American women have a lot of issues
That's a good point.
that they deal with that a lot of other races don't have as bad. Because I'm being honest with you, man, a lot of other races, they love it. Oh my goodness, this is phenomenal. But I understand because I'm already knowing that a lot of our women have been dealing with challenges because they've been doing what they had to do in reference to the product. But I'm only saying, guys, the product was never designed for any other type of woman outside of the natives of the area where the manufacturer took place. They didn't have a mold for it.
Which is overseas, by the way.
Yeah, it was so the mold had to be created by Joel Medina for them.
So the mold is being created
First
by
time
the founders of
ever.
Nspire to fit and conform for the needs of the American woman in general, her frame,
Absolutely.
her flow, and the whole
That's what it's been designed for.
And so it's going to be
They didn't have anything for that.
but it's going to be the same price.
Same exact price. So once again, the hit go to us.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What you want to store? You want to
that's a
store
game
it.
changer.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I'm
I'm
just
just saying.
but I'm saying, but you gotta
it's
think
good
about
to get
this.
everything.
Nobody knew what you just said.
Uh-huh.
So
That's
looking from a position of not knowing though. That's why I love the transparency.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, when you just said that, I really ain't got nothing else to say because here we got a great product that it been out for 20 years. Was never designed for my wife, my daughter, my niece, my mom,
At all.
nobody. Nspire brings it to us. We know it's better. They love the product, but now the body frame is different.
That's right.
Nspire goes out its way to make it a brand new mold. Wow, that's
Make
deep.
it even better.
To make it even
That they didn't
better.
have.
That they didn't have for 20 years. So it really was never intended for
At all.
us.
At
So
all.
that's why I said it wasn't beta tested.
Yeah.
They never intended for us to have it,
Oh, yeah.
but Nspire made it happen for us.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
deep, bro.
That's and
Need some hearts on that.
Nah,
Listen, that's deep.
Nah, seriously,
That's
man.
deep, bro.
That's
Real
what's taking
talk.
place behind the scenes. That's exactly what the deal is.
Because now it goes into let's put it all on the table. Now, okay, back to what you said, all these new people making stuff, right? We get it. But they're gonna run into the same problems that we ran into.
Most definitely.
Because we hit ambassador, megastar, all that.
Most
Because
definitely.
we had a product, everybody love it. Oh my God, what about we buying it? But now it's like, okay, now we got issues.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Slow down.
Down a little bit.
Yeah.
But now that Nspire got the 2.0s coming back, everybody business gonna skyrocket.
Well, you guys are gonna get you're gonna get some people back.
Oh, absolutely.
You're gonna get some people because one of the things was we had there were some women that we knew about. Joel came. This was a while ago. He came and they shipped him. He sent them some of the molds, and he had like a little small bag full, right? So we took a few samples out, and I said, "Listen, hold on. We're not giving these to people that it was all good. Let's give these to people that we know had challenge."
That's right.
Every woman that I know of, personally, that had a challenge with the product, they raved about it. Oh, y'all got something now? Y'all got something.
Yeah, I heard that from
Raved
somebody,
about it. They raved about it. And I was just like, because it was they didn't even have a name. It was A, B, C, D. That's all it was. And we gave them like 1, 2 of each and like rate them which one. Oh, A was awesome. B was awesome. And it was like, okay, we got it. We got it in terms of the widening and everything, because the whole issue was they didn't have a mold for it.
Wow.
And Joel Medina's created so another move on the chessboard for history for Nspire, where this man is literally gonna change the world because he got them to go outside of the box.
Yeah.
To be like, you know what? Y'all don't have what we need. So he had to create it
Most definitely.
for them.
Most definitely.
And now with him creating it for them, now we're gonna have a whole new look. And keep in mind, but hold on, let me give this disclaimer. Some people still gonna have it.
Oh, most definitely.
And they still gonna challenge.
Some people still aren't going to use it.
Yeah, that's that's gonna happen, guys. Let's make sure that it's not a miracle bag.
That shows, hey, Joel Medina's a mad.
Shout out to Mr. Joel
Nah,
Medina.
Joel's a bad dude, man. He's a bad dude.
A lot of people don't realize how deep he is.
But honestly, that goes to show you what type of company that we involved in because we know when you make something better, it poses a cost better. Like what TG just said on it. The reality is, Nspire is so dedicated to us. And I ain't just saying it because he right here.
Yeah.
Like they saying, no, man, these people been down with us. Man, we gonna keep it at the same price, man. We build it. Like I can't even ask majority of these questions because no, for real, it's answered with what he just said.
Most definitely.
A lot of these questions is really like if you really look at what he just answered.
Hit him with the big.
What's the big?
We just realize we're gonna make it up over more volume. We just believe in volume sales.
See, so they're being patient and catching on the back end. It's the same thing we need to apply as distributors.
That's where it's gonna be.
Distributors watching.
Backing.
So you got your biggie.
We get locked in. So
No,
we good. I'm good over
Okay.
8:45. By
Okay.
the time we do the call. I mean, it's up to you.
I don't really have nothing because it's really
What did you have one about flow?
what flow?
The reps are asking about money.
It goes back to what
So you're seeing that
I'm putting
time in everything.
because if you really understand what he's saying,
Mhm.
my business gonna blow back up anyway.
That's it. That's it.
So it ain't gonna be like nobody's making money. We know why.
You know what ties into it too?
What?
Even when we spoke about the fact that you gotta look at it as a business. When you put the fact in that the product is being upgraded, and the fact that we need to recalibrate our brains and start treating this business as a business.
Give you a prime example. It's an iPhone 8.
Mm-hmm.
Nspire was so ahead of the game. When we went to Silicon Valley, I asked the question at Apple, how many times was hiccups? They said, man, they had so many hiccups in the beginning.
I remember that.
You know what I mean? But we really want to understand then why y'all was taking us there, because again, that's what we used to on leadership retreats. You will get the ring, you're gonna get talked about, you will get loved on, but you ain't understanding, hold up, y'all. This is a beginning company. Hey, that's deep, because I'm sitting there thinking, like, as we go, you like, listen, we gonna have hiccups. But guess what? We're building our company based off these companies here. Apple, Walmart, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, their first year, sold 24 Cokes in 1 year. 24 bottles.
Was thinking bankruptcy at one point.
You talked
see
about,
what I'm saying?
I want you to cover some facts.
Wow.
You talked about the time frame that some of the other companies that we're familiar with, how many years it took for them to even get going, and how long some of them went without product at all. Absolutely. When we had that conversation,
my first company, it got started in 2001. I got there in 2007. They didn't hit momentum until 2005. It was 4 years. I'm talking about people were building, and it was 4 years before they hit momentum. I was in the other company. The year before I came in, they did 150 million a year. I came in and did 47 million a year before. Doing $47 million, there were time periods where it was 6 months with no profit. So half of the year they had no profit. The company is none, zero.
And the company's worth how much?
They did 47 million. And they literally was going around and they was putting, they used to have to smell the sachet and be like, this is some good coffee. No coffee, none, zero. You couldn't taste it. They couldn't make it none. They had sachets they would carry around in a plastic bag, keep it sealed. So when you and I sit down, I'll show you the vision. Once again, it's internal recruiting, because I'm gonna sell you on the money, and I'm gonna sell you on my look. That's why you go join. And then I'm gonna have you smell the sachet. Oh, I'm in, because you sold on the money, and the money you see the possibilities. But it's 6 months, no products. So what I'm saying is, people drop the hammer on us when they're not saying, "Hold on, man. These guys are always trying to figure out a way to make it better." They're not sitting stagnant. They're not sitting in the corporate office saying, "Okay, guys, we know y'all got problems, but we ain't doing nothing about it." No, we understand. It's not happening when you want it to happen. But guys, do you realize we're progressing and we're moving in that direction? We moving that way. You get that part? That's the part that I don't think people are wrapping their mind around in reference to what we're looking to do, man. Because we here long term. Right. We got some other moves planned on the chessboard that's gonna be game changers, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about it's game changers for where we want to go. But here's my point. What I'm saying is, Mr. Brown, like I said, the other company I was in, it was 4 years. We 1 year Wednesday.
Yeah.
And everybody wants us to be Apple now.
No, most definitely.
You better be Apple the way they established right now. I need you to be that now.
Most definitely.
Baby, man.
Like Ms. TG said something powerful too.
1 year old.
If I could throw this in real quick, check.
Go ahead.
And this is something we discussed. This is talking about direction, building, and you just touched on something too. You said we're always constantly evolving and thinking how to make ways better. And I kind of want everybody to really understand, and I said this earlier today on the live, is that you and Mr. Coleman specifically, you guys are doing what we all should be doing. In other words, keep your eye on your leadership. If I ever notice them fall back, then that may have subconsciously been an issue for me. But you haven't slowed down, you and Mr. Coleman haven't slowed down in the field, not a half inch. So always keep your eye on your leaders, and you should be doing what they're doing. Now, when we're talking about the shift that should be taking place.
Hold on, before you leave that, I can't let you leave that without saying this. Let me show you a big part of the problem. And I heard what Champ was going to talk about. So I kind of got, he didn't ask the question, but I already know what it is in terms of people not making money. Let me say this. I want to talk about it. Let me tell you why. One of the main reasons why is because people not treating their business like a real business. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you. Because guess what most people have done? Everybody has a circle of influence. Everybody. You got a certain genre of people that you deal with, you connect with, whatever. If those people start saying, or a few people within your circle of 100 people start complaining about something, the average person's mind is, oh, that's what everybody says. So just because your circle of influence,
Which is why I'm so protective of the energy on the page,
has a few challenges, you think that's what the world's saying.
Yeah.
That's not what the world's saying. So what people have done is most people fold their hand based upon their circle of influence. We'll prove that even closer.
Wow.
I am going to prove it. You will stop building a company, or you'll quit a company you was in because you invited some of your friends to come over. They didn't show up, or when they came over, they told you how bad the business was. You stopped. You got a product that could, forget this product. You got a pill that could change the world, and you saw it. You embraced the vision, but because your circle of influence shut it down, you think that, oh, okay, well, this is not gonna work. Nobody else wants it. When you're not realizing, hold on, man. When we talk about these people that's still moving along, they're moving along because they realize I got a business. Yeah, okay, there's gonna be some people gonna like my product. There's some people that's not gonna like my product. But I got a business. I got a business that the world wants. Even when we get 2.0, we can have Nspire 5.0. They're gonna be somebody that don't like our product. That's business. They got some people, they don't like Apple phones. They ain't buying no iPhone. They got some people never buy Android. My point that I'm making is, guys, when you got a business and you don't ever base your business to your circle of influence, you understand I got a business that's got to cater to the world. My message got to get to the world, not just the people I know. That's why when you're saying, I'm looking at you and Coleman, because guess what me and Coleman understand? Man, we got to do business. We hear all the cries. We hear all of them. But here's what I'm saying. That's your cry. That ain't the cry of the world.
I gotta play devil's advocate.
I got
y'all. I got y'all.
I got you.
No, sir.
Come on, come with it.
Let me tell y'all something. I gotta keep it funky with you, bro.
Come on.
My team travel with us, spend their money on traveling, hotels, banners around the world, going into schools. They got issues from customers that I've seen. So I'm not saying that I can't say I fell into that.
And let me tell you why I got to stop. Yeah, one quick thing.
I want to address and make sure people understand.
No, let me tell you one thing. You can't tell me all the customers say that.
I ain't say that.
That's my point.
But you ain't let me finish.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't let me finish what I'm saying, bro.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead,
I got to keep it funky. You know the champ got to do it. But what I'm saying is, people don't. None of my team stopped their business, but they were greatly affected. Their business was greatly affected because of the defects, because of the
To use the wrong word. See, that's what I'm saying. I gotta catch your word.
Okay, not defect.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
That's right.
All right, we both on our game.
Because now when you told me, I gotta say that.
All right, now go ahead.
So, matter of fact, let me clarify that. Yes, it was not a defect. It was never meant for you.
Okay.
It was never made for you.
All right.
So that's why I said I gotta stop majority of these questions, because now you basically just answered everything anyway.
Mhm.
Because when Nspire made the new mode for our people and thicker women and big body women, now they already did some beta tests. It's going to be corrected
So does
and
that
made
also
for
apply
us.
to what you was getting ready to be a devil's advocate on it?
Yes, only what I was saying is
only that part.
only that part about, they was just talking about what everybody else was saying. No,
Gotcha.
they were literally people.
They
I'm
were
talking
on the
about
run.
3 accidents back to back. I'm talking about me and myself. My wife got accidents back to back.
Mhm.
So I know, and I'm talking about Lisa, Heather, these people that's in the trenches, bro.
Most definitely.
So I'm not talking about nobody that's hitting or missing or not plugged in. My team plugged in, so I got to talk about the leaders on my
Most
team
definitely.
who I know love Nspire.
Most definitely.
And the only reason we was bringing it to Nspire because we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about the people, I'm gonna let somebody influence me and I'm not gonna do it no more. I ain't talking about them.
Yeah.
I don't even care about them, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the reality that
So,
serious soldiers that love the Now We Know campaign.
Absolutely.
That ain't going
Phenomenal
nowhere.
people.
So the reality is, yes, our businesses definitely have been affected because the past wasn't made for us in the beginning.
most
Can I
definitely.
say that?
Go ahead.
Now, can I say that?
Go ahead.
Now watch this. You do know that anything affects you affects me.
Oh, absolutely. I know y'all want it correct.
Right.
Ain't no question.
Anything that affects you, anything that affects Lisa,
Absolutely.
Heather, Sonia, that affects me.
Okay. Now let me tell you this. This is why, as a family, it feel like it was a run to Jamaica. Before this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Before we knew what you just said, it seemed like, we done made 4-point-something million. Check it out. Listen to me, a family. I done made 4.8 million in 8 months. I was going to open one in America, but Jamaica jumping. I'm going to Jamaica. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. That's how some people felt. You see what I'm saying? Now,
for that clarity.
that's why I said what you just said.
Yeah.
I ain't really got too many issues because it really answered 90% of these questions because reality is it's coming.
That's it.
And Nspire is going to take the hit, meaning they're going to lose money to make our business better.
That's it.
You got to respect that. But I can't say about people just letting their people in their circle. That's the only point I was arguing.
No, but let me show you.
Go ahead.
That's beginning of me finish now.
Go ahead.
Now here's where I'm going. Here's where I'm going.
Go ahead.
What I'm trying to get you to see is that I'm saying most people in their circle of influence or people they encounter, it could have been customers, affected their decision. You don't think I got complaints too? This is some of me and my wife, good girlfriends, people that love us, support us with anything.
Right.
Some of them gonna be there on the 23rd.
Right.
Had issues. But here's what I understood. I got that. I'm not even being insensitive to that. You're wrong. I got a business that everybody ain't having a problem with. So what I'm trying to say is, I can't fold my hand. No, I'm saying, because of your cause, I can't slow down. I can't do any of that. I got to keep moving.
Got to lead from the front.
I got to.
Right.
Because here's what I'm saying. That's where the saying comes from. Build the plane as you're flying it. Because watch this, champ. I want you to hear what I'm about to tell you. The business is going to catch up to you.
Absolutely.
So when this business catches up to 2.0s, the person that stayed in the wind, they're gone. I'm telling you right now. Talk to some of the Jamaican distributors. When I left Jamaica, here's what I said to them. People don't realize this. Jamaica was flat. Jamaica wasn't really jumping like that. The story that made Jamaica, I had a conversation. Here's what I said to them. I said, you know what, y'all? I said, y'all want to see everything before y'all do anything. We need this here. We got to this. We got to hit this. I said, y'all know everybody want that? I said, but let me show you what makes the difference. I said, y'all know how we got to 4.6 million? Because we had some phenomenal leaders that work with us. But guess what Mr. Coleman and I did? We hit the ground running when there was nothing established. Because when I talked to you for the first time, there wasn't even a compliment.
We ain't had no demo.
You ain't know how you was gonna get paid, but here's my point. But I'm trying to show you, here's what I'm saying. The business gonna catch up. I'm gonna let all that happen. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lead from the front.
Right.
I'm gonna push forward. All I know is it's gonna get fixed. So my point that I'm making is that's what I was saying, Champ, when I'm saying when people encounter challenges, they take the shots and it slows them down or back them up. Where for me, man, I understand. I don't want you to think I'm being insensitive. Oh, I'm so sorry you had a bad day. Oh, my bad. I gotta go though, because here's what I'm saying. When everything catches up and to fix it, you'll be all right, but we'll be at 20, 30 million.
Yeah.
So when the flow comes in, that's what I'm saying.
It's hard to get that momentum back.
That's all I'm saying.
I have to play the other side of that too. I have heard people who had accidents say they're gonna wait till it gets fixed and put their whole business on hold.
That's the wrong move.
You know, exactly.
I tell my team, that's your break. Nobody think about that.
A lot of people that do.
I tell my people don't even think about that.
And I'm only saying. But see, here's what I'm saying. You are making your business
shut your whole business
about you.
Yeah.
No, your perspective. Because what I'm saying is there's some girls, young girls, some individuals around you that's having a phenomenal experience.
Most definitely.
So what I'm saying
they're
is,
seeing and hearing me.
that's my point. So I'm gonna take it from there.
They even say, yeah, we got a couple of issues, but guess what? My cycle still went down. The most comfortable back. I just gotta check it more.
But I'm just trying to tell you that. Yes. But guess what I found out too. I'm gonna say this real quick, and then we can move to the next question. I've had some women even say, you know what I realized? They said this. I had an accident, but here's what I did in an adjustment I made. I used a bigger pad, I used cotton underwear, and I used tighter underwear. Solved my problem. So there were solutions that women took because they wanted a healthier body. They say, I put on tighter underwear. You know, I know some women still try to do the sexy thing while they on. I'm not saying women did that. No, I'm trying to say the solutions that women rendered that was looking for one.
And some people did that because they knew this was a better product.
That's my point.
And they
were looking for one.
That's why I love when he changed up his presentation. This product is not for everybody. It's for the health conscious woman.
We're gonna find a way.
You see what I'm saying? Right. That's a game changer right there.
What was the answer to that? Because this isn't the only person. That's the only why I showed it to you. Will the supplements be made with vegan capsules? Currently, they're gelatin. They're vegetarians and vegans and non-pork eaters with dietary restrictions and concerns.
No, they're going to vegan.
They are going to vegan capsules.
You said they're going to vegan capsules.
And that was the answer you got a while back as well, right?
Not that it's going to vegan capsules. In Islam, once a chemical changes, it's no longer that chemical. So that's an Islamic position. Like, we don't eat pork. Right. So people's like, well, what is making gelatin and gelatin? Listen, once a chemical change, this is coming from the scholars of Islam. Once a chemical changes its content, or I guess that's the right word I'm looking for, it's no longer that thing. So the process changes. And they gave example is, okay, 100 pigs die in the river. Everything in the ocean is you can't eat. There's plenty of pigs died in the ocean. So you're saying the whole ocean is contaminated?
That's a good one.
Dead bodies in the ocean. You ain't gonna eat no fish. I mean, it's when you look at it, it's just chemical composition. Right? Yeah, there you go.
Hey y'all, if I ever get on trial, Champ gonna be my lawyer. That boy getting you acquitted.
I mean, for real though.
Dude, man.
I want to hit on this real quick. While we in line, we're in line of building, and I can say this name. This is Miss Latif. She said, so because we have, in my opinion, the best product on this side of the planet, I've been focusing on customers more than team building. Do you think the game plan needs to be switched up? Because when I think about if I focus more on the team and auto ship, I would be much further.
Well, no, see, that's the thing.
So you don't kill one for the other.
No, you don't. Listen what I'm about to say. That's a great question, Mr. Brown. Build your business. Build your business. And a person is going to tell you, I'm going to give you an example. I sat down, I said when I sit down with a person, I don't sit down with a person and say, go do customers. Don't worry about your family, friends, and associates. I don't sit down with a person and say, go run after all your family, friends, and associates.
Right.
I sit down with a person and I show them the vision of the business. And based upon showing them the business of the business,
they take it upon themselves.
And they get a philosophy and a comfort zone that they're comfortable in. See, it's hard for people that's been in network marketing and network marketers.
Exactly.
They got a mindset that they got to unravel. Listen, no, you got a real business, and a part of your business is going to be selling franchises and recruiting. That's a part of your business. That's not the only business. A part of your business is going to be customers. A part of your business is going to be selling bulk sales. This is you have a business. And my point that I'm making is that's why the people that I got coming that's on Wednesday, these are high-powered business people. But guess why they coming, D? Because I talked to them about doing business. So here's what I'm saying. When we get done on Wednesday, now, what way you see of doing this business? Oh, man, I'm going to do commercials. Oh, man, I'm gonna get some people over to my house. Great. I'm going to help you whichever way you want to go. See, what people are saying is, for me to further along for rank, no, it's not about rank. Rank is a part of you doing business. Rank is great to hit. That's never my focus. I'm here to do business. I'm here to earn $100 million a year. So for me to do $100 million a year, champ, I got to do business, which means we're going to need 50 to 100 stores put up around the world within the next 5 years. Yeah. This is going to put us at $1 billion a year company. Within the next 10 years, we'll be the biggest direct sales company on the planet. I'm here to do business. I'm not here to do it through just recruiting. I'm not here to do it just through customers. I'm here to do business. And all of that entails where I'm going in the direction I'm heading. And what people do is they pigeonhole themselves because what they're saying is, and what they tend to do, champ, is, oh man, you know what? I ain't got no focus group, ain't done that because nobody's doing anything. Wow. That's the approach you take for your business? No, for me personally, no, I'm gonna come up with other avenues. May 28th, World Menstrual Health Day. No, let's invite some organizations. No, let's not do this and you focus on the same people you've been calling for the last year. They ain't coming. See, you burning yourself out. Because you're going down the same road, you're going to your same why. Instead of you coming up, man, you know what, let me come up with a real business strategy. Whether it be luncheons, different things. Man, I got a young lady, man, I got to give a big shout out to her, Miss Stacy Lucas down in New Orleans. Guess what she's done, man? I'm going to be honest with you. The girl has tapped into a gold mine. They are now letting her come in almost all the schools down there, bro. That's what's up. She's got these young girls that 12 to 18 range. They in love with her. They in love with the product. She's striking oil because guess what she woke up and realized? I don't have to.
Just for the record, are these public schools?
Yeah, these public schools.
That's why you want to. A lot of people say you run into the red tape.
Man, she's going. They're loving her coming to these schools.
You got to go.
They love it. That's her coming to these schools, man.
So you got to think outside the box.
You got to.
And I think that's a mistake a lot of people make there. Is they treat this like a traditional network marketing, which is definitely not. It's that plus so much more.
That's all. That's all I'm saying, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
I want to push on what you said before you close, because honestly, the reality is a lot of people listen to Mr. Crump. You know, he's like the voice of reason and inspire and trustworthy. So, you know, being that we love our people, especially people who start off with us in the beginning, being as we coming up on our 1 year anniversary, I need you to give, before we close out, some serious, not just they don't do it, some real words of wisdom for the people who believe in the vision and understand, don't forget the vision, don't drop your business. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to, in your words, of course, but if I was getting a little discouraged, if I was, you know, I'm hearing from my little circle. Some people got a little circle. That's just a fact.
That's a fact.
I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be around an ambassador. I'm blessed to be around Mr. Crump. Like, you know, that's not an average thing to be around legends in the game, but the average people ain't like me.
Okay.
So what words could you give the people who seen the vision? Was the ones of 5,000 that was there last year, bro? You know what I mean?
How many?
5,000 plus.
In one meeting?
You better believe it.
With Nspire Network.
You better believe it.
Yes, sir.
Champ, to me, the vision has always been the same, man. And my heart go out to people who, Derek just said something. It was simple, but it was so profound. And here's what he said. He says, I get it. He says, it's network marketing and so much more. And I think if people just really, really understand, like, man, I got a phenomenal product. I got a phenomenal campaign. If I just stay right here and I come from that space, Jen, that's what got me excited. Cause let me for the record. Let me talk for the record. guys, it ain't been a whole bunch of money your four founders been taking in. Let's get this straight right now.
Yeah.
Let's get the record clear. It ain't been a whole bunch of money that we've been taking in because we realize the upside of where we're going. What keeps me excited, what I love getting in front of the room still to this day, and my excitement has never went anywhere, is from the perspective that I'm coming from.
Before you go, explain when you say there's no money coming in, but then you leave with we made 4.6 million. Teaching the business aspect.
Well, when I say
right.
no, there's money coming in. What I'm saying is, guys, we're not personally taking any money. So Demond Crump, right, is not personally going into the bank account or the treasures of Nspire, and we're trying to keep comfortable lifestyles. And now we can't, you hear what Champ just said? We're reinvesting so we can make the company bigger and better for all of us.
Right.
For all of it. That's where the store is coming in. That's where these new products, that's where that's what stuff y'all gonna see on Wednesday. You're gonna be like, oh man, these guys got a real big vision. Some of the stuff we couldn't share in Silicon Valley.
Traveling to build our businesses from different states.
There you go.
That y'all going coming out the budget.
Jacksonville.
You know what I mean? Not just Jacksonville.
No, I'm saying Jacksonville, you was home on the couch. But yeah,
I'm
going
to and I hold up, but I said, call, I got a text on lock. I said, call me, Mr. Crump. I'll help you drive.
Look, that's my guy, y'all.
For real.
Y'all know I ain't letting them slide like that. But no, seriously, guys.
So you got proof.
All jokes aside, that's all I'm saying, Champ, man. Man, people, it is what I'm saying. Go back to your first love. What got you excited about this? What is it that you love and you compelled? And I'm just being honest with you, man. And I got to say it the way I mean it. When I saw this, I just didn't do it for the money. I didn't, man. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I didn't yes, come on now. I want to make the money. Don't be naive in the conversation. But that wasn't my driving factor. My driving factor wasn't the money. I really saw a product that can really, really be a blessing, man. I saw an awareness that could really help some women out. And to me, that was important, and I've never forgot that. So what I'm trying to say is, when does this education go out of the window?
I like that.
When do we stop this, Champ? Now, all the conviction that I've got up in front of the room and I spoke about, hold on, Demond, how your tune changing now?
Exactly.
I thought this was why you was here.
That's good.
Come on, no, man. No, see, it's time now when you got to look at evidence and realize, oh, no. You said you wasn't here for money. Now you're not getting the money.
Yeah.
Why are you slowing down, Mr. Crump? Why your schedule? See, why are we not doing no more events? No, but it's not like that because I meant what I said. When I meant what I said, man, we got a phenomenal campaign. We got a phenomenal product. We got a game changer, man. And my thing for me, which is very, very important to me, is that for the people to realize you got something real. Don't let your short-term needs, your circumstances, your anything take that away from you. Because you got to realize, guys, for me personally, this is everything that I dreamed of in direct sales, Champ. I wasn't going into no more companies to where it's got to be the big packages. I'm going to join. I'm going to get people that's going to follow me because of my influence. But I'm leading to a slaughter, man. I'm knowing these people ain't going to make no money. I know it. That's why I said on the call Friday, anybody that was listening on the call, and I want y'all to challenge me. I already know of the active people that's actively pursuing Nspire Network. I'm willing to go out on a limb. 60 to 75% of those